Importance, need, advantages, or significance. Whatever name we use related to the organizations, we think it's the same. So today we are going to discuss about the importance or need, advantages, or significance of organization, and the discussion will be in both the languages, Hindi and English, and the content in the PDF will also be in the both languages. So please stay connected, take maximum benefit of these sessions which are going for everyone, okay, from basics to your expertise level of the examination. Else, I will recommend you, even if you're writing some higher level of examinations, go through the books which I am issuing, and that we are providing the researchers and the scholars verdicts. Okay, so let's begin with today's topic about the importance, need, advantages और significance. तो हमारे सामने ना कई बार ये टॉपिक आता है, इम्पोर्टेंस, नीड क्या है, एडवांटेज से कई बार हमें ये सारी चीज़ें ना सेम दिखती हैं, कई बार होती भी हैं, लेकिन कुछ डिफरेंसेस के बारे में आज हम कवर अप करेंगे. ठीक है, बुक में जो मैंने आपको कंटेंट शेयर किया है वो आपको स्कॉलर्स की डेफिनेशंस और स्कॉलर्स के वर्डिक्ट्स मेनली रहेंगे, यानी किसी स्कॉलर ने या ऑथर ने या रिसर्च पेपर में बातें बोली गई हैं, हमने उसे विद चेंजेस एंड अपना रिसर्च एंड एनालिसिस के बाद एक एक्सपर्टीज लेवल वहाँ पे आपको शेयर करिए. यहाँ पे हम एकदम बेसिक आपको कवर अप कराने वाले हैं. तो सबसे पहले हमने देखना है इम्पोर्टेंस के बारे में. ठीक है, तो इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का. हमने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में काफ़ी अच्छा कुछ अंडरस्टैंड कर लिया, ये भी देख लिया कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. सो टुडे वी स्टार्ट विद द इम्पोर्टेंस नाउ. So we have already learned about that organization and what important role it's playing in our society and the economy towards the organization. So let's split into some different points. So before going ahead with the points, I want to just share with you that these points are not only these points. There can be n number of points at different points. I'm trying to give you a basic understanding. Okay, obviously when we talk about the organization, it's important, it is the economic growth. Okay, economic growth. Organizations are contributing towards the economical development. They are creating jobs, generating incomes from it, and fostering innovations. Okay, they provide the different kind of productivity and they create a competitive edges. Means in the competitiveness we find the edges and we can compete beyond our competitors, sometimes beyond the nations, and compete at the world level. So you can also write in the examination, don't write what I'm saying, you can use your own insight. You can also write an example. For example, when we talk about the competition, so you can obviously think about Apple. Okay, and when we talk about domestically as a competition, we always think about Reliance, Tata. Okay, so just try to use simple examples so that it put a good impression. Okay, economic growth. Don't worry, I will connect you with the verdicts. Okay, it is very important to create the understanding. It is very important. Okay, resource utilization. Resource utilization. So when we talk about resource, it should become in your mind that the resource, the inputs which an organization taking, that should be efficiently used by the organization. It can be a labor, the capital, or the technology. So it should be organized or is used in such a way that it with the organizations and its people and the teamwork efforts, so that it give a efficient and a good output. Okay, the organization should do the process in such a way, the management should conduct the process in such a way so that they can maximize the output with the available resources to them. Clear? So here we are highlighting the importance. Okay, don't worry, I will give you the combined answers also. Okay, specialization. Specialization, or we can call it a division of labor. So we already understood in our last session about the division, how the division of labor comes into the picture. So when we talk about the organizations, it definitely divided different activities into different peoples. Okay, and different peoples with their own specialization, they are able to perform those tasks. So organization allows for the specializations where individuals and department focus on their specific task. Okay, and next we can come up with the innovation and development. Okay, so when we talk about innovation, definitely we come across a thing that organizations are extrovert, so they have to deal with the external environment, so they need to innovate with the time to compete with themselves, with their past performances and with the competitors, definitely. So organizations are investing in the research and development leading towards the technological advancement and innovation solutions to address the needs and improve the quality of life. Here also you can give an example that earlier we are used to doing writing work, the accounting process was going on the writing on the keypad notes was. Now everything is online. Okay? So example, or you can just put this kind of example, or you can include in the innovations that in the telecom sector, 3G, we learn about 4G and the 5G, like this way. Or green energy, we are coming into the picture of green energy. Okay, you have heard about the train collisions. So now the respective government is working towards the reducing the chances of train collisions. They come up with some innovations. Okay, so you can just put a reason, whatever is going in the recent scenario, just put, try to put, but don't unnecessarily put. Which is suitable, only put that much. So this is all about the importance. Let's read the content. Okay, economic growth. Organization contribute to economic development by creating jobs, generating income, and fostering innovation. They drive productivity and competitiveness in the market. Second, resource utilization. Efficient use of resources such as labor, capital, and technology is possible through organized effort. Organization streamline process to maximize output with minimum input. Specialization and division of labor. Organization allows for specialization, where individual and department focus on specific tasks. This leads to a greater efficiency and expertise. Last, innovation and development. Organization invest in research and development, leading to the technological advancement, innovative solutions, and address societal needs and improve quality of life. So you might be thinking, I'm just keep on reading, it's of no use. No, I already explained you. Now I give you the words. Try to read these words, and still if you come across any doubt, don't take with you. Feel free to ask in the comment section. Okay. So we've done with the importance of organization. Now we are sitting towards the needs of the organization. Okay, so when we talk about needs, organization is very complex. It's made up of different systems. So its task needs to be coordinated, and it's need to be coordinated efforts of among the individuals and the departments. Agree? Okay. So that's why organization coming with the structure, and these structure is a well-defined plan we can see that need to be synchronized different kind of activities to achieve the only one goal, a common goal, that is the organizational goal. Okay, so organization need a coordination. Without it, it cannot survive or thrive. Agree? Please satisfy yourself. Yes, coordination is actually the right answer I have the need for. Don't go what I'm saying. Contradict me if you think so. Okay. Next is goal achievement. So I'm writing shortcut. So organization have a specific objective that provide a roadmap for everyone working in the organization, the different departments and everything to accomplish them. Okay? So the focused approach helps in achieving those targets more effectively than the individual efforts. Okay? So goal achievement, it's a basic need that organization must have its own goal to achieve and accordingly you have a goal to qualify that particular examination, and according to those goal your prior focus is that goal, and rest you have to create your journey. But what I have seen, most of you focused on your journey and missed your goal. Please stay focused to your goal, reduce wastage of your time, get more qualitative, more productive, more smart learner, and reduce your time on day. So focused on your goal, the goal achievement. Clear? You can use it in your daily life. Risk management. Organization is having a lot of resources that need to be efficiently used. So that resources, organization trying to pool those resources and manage them. okay, and that manage the risk. They're particularly important in the industry with high uncertainty. When we have seen about, for example, sugarcane industry, or the agriculture sector is very common, where the investments are quite high in the things, or the labor force, the machinery these days. So the risk management is very important for the organizations to plan ahead. Clear? These are the possible needs. Let's go to the verdict, then we'll move ahead. Okay. Then we will discuss in Hindi and then we'll move ahead. Need for organization. Coordination. Organization need a coordination. Without it, cannot survive. Goal achievement and risk management. So coordination. Coordination is a complex task. Okay? Coordination means the organization should coordinate. The complex task required coordinated effort. Okay? Among various individuals and departments. Agree? Organization provide the structure needed to synchronize activities and achieve the common goal. Next, goal achievement. Organization sets specific objective and provide the means to accomplish them. This focused approach help in achieving targets more effectively than individual efforts. Risk management. Organization can pool resources to spread and manage risk. This is particularly important in industry with high uncertainty and investment requirement. Hope you agree. Okay, please give me a moment to conclude both these points in Hindi, and then we move ahead with the advantages of organization and then significance. Okay. सो हमने 4 पार्ट में देख रहे हैं. वैसे हमने सिंगल भी कवर करना है, तो मैं एंड में आपको ना एक सिंगल स्ट्रैटेजी भी एक्सप्लेन करूंगी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कि नीड, इंपॉर्टेंस, एडवांटेज या सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है. अभी हम एक डिवीजन फॉर्म में अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे, ठीक है. और बुक में हमारा जो है रिसर्चिंग वर्क है, वहाँ पे आप इसको जो है एडवांस लेवल पे रेफर कर सकते हैं. सो इम्पोर्टेंस क्या रहने वाला है हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, कि वो ग्रोथ में मदद करता है. हमारा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो ग्रोथ में मदद करता है, जॉब क्रिएट करता है, इनकम क्रिएट करता है, ठीक है. उसके बाद 1 सेकेंड प्लीज. उसके बाद है रिसोर्स यूटिलाइजेशन. भाई हमारे पास जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, एक तो अर्थ पे रिसोर्सेज काफ़ी लिमिटेड हैं, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड रिसोर्स आते हैं वो भी लिमिटेड होते हैं. उनका एफिशिएंट यूज़ करना है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को, ठीक है. एक अच्छे एफर्ट्स जो है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में टीम एफर्ट्स पुट होने चाहिए और रिसोर्स का अच्छा यूज़ करना चाहिए, तो ये हमें मैक्सिमम आउटपुट प्रोवाइड कर सकें. नेक्स्ट है स्पेशलाइजेशन एंड डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर. ये हमने लास्ट सेक्शन में भी देखा था कि कैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में एक्टिविटीज़ को, टास्क को डिवाइड किया जाता है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्पेशलाइजेशन. यानी इंडिविजुअल की जो पोस्टिंग होगी उनकी स्पेशलाइजेशन की वजह से होगी, ठीक है. तो क्या होगा, लेबर डिवाइड होगी, ठीक है. सॉरी. उसके बाद इनोवेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट, ठीक है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमने ये देखा है डायनेमिक है, एक्सटर्नल इन्वायरमेंट से इंटरेक्ट करता है रेगुलरली. सो रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट पे फोकस करना चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट पे फोकस करता है ताकि अपने में इम्प्रूवमेंट लाए, क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ में इम्प्रूवमेंट लाए. तो ये इंपॉर्टेंस हमने देखे हैं. आपने फील करने हैं, केवल यही 4 पॉइंट नहीं हो सकते हैं, आपमें बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हो सकते हैं. आप अपनी थॉट प्रोसेस को वाइड करेंगे. एग्जाम्पल्स कोशिश करें एग्जामिनेशन में अननेसेसरी एग्जाम्पल ये पुट करना है, जहाँ पे आपको लगे आप लिंक कर सकते हो, आप डेफिनेटली उसे यूज़ किया करें. नेक्स्ट हम जाते हैं नीड की ओर. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ना बिना कोऑर्डिनेशन के चल नहीं पाएगा, ठीक है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कोऑर्डिनेशन चाहिए ही चाहिए, क्योंकि हमने देखा एक वो सिस्टम है ना, कंप्यूटर सिस्टम, जिसके बहुत सारे पार्ट्स हैं. तो भाई वो पार्ट्स आपस में इंटरलिंक्ड होने चाहिए, तो कोऑर्डिनेशन तो चाहिए. डिपार्टमेंट का आपस में कोऑर्डिनेशन चाहिए. झगड़ा होता रहेगा तो नहीं बनेगा, है ना. तो कोऑर्डिनेशन उसकी नीड है. गोल, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का कोई गोल नहीं, तो किधर जा रहा है कुछ पता नहीं है, तो ये भी उसकी नीड है. आई नो नीड एंड वांट्स में आपको डिफरेंस पता होना चाहिए, नहीं तो इकोनॉमिक्स के सेशंस कवर हैं, आप वहाँ पे जाके देखो जरूर. आपको पता होना चाहिए नीड क्या होनी चाहिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, ठीक है. और रिस्क को मैनेज करना, अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अपने रिस्क को ही नहीं मैनेज कर पाएगा तो वो सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएगा लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए, ठीक है. कंटेंट आपके पास हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों मीडियम में है, कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ के उसे क्लियर करेंगे, ठीक है. उसके बाद हम बढ़ते हैं हमारे नेक्स्ट पॉइंट में. ओके, लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द एडवांटेजेस. Okay, so when we talk about advantages of an organization, we come across two level of organization, a small scale and large scale. So we switch about the large scale. Now we talk about the economies of scale. So large organization can achieve a economics of scale, and this leads to the reduced cost per unit. Okay, bulk purchasing, bulk production, okay, optimized logistic. So these are the advantages we can find. Communication. So when we see the organization have a structured communication channel in the organization that ensure clear and efficient flow of information, lesser mingling, and proper flow of information, better decision making, and the problem solving. Clear? We can see the employee development. So when we talk about the employee development, it definitely comes into the picture that training and development. Yes, organization invest a good amount in training and development, enhancing the skills of their employees, capabilities of their workforce, and this definitely leads to the personal growth of an employee and simultaneously increasing the job satisfaction from their end. Clear? So it's a win-win situation for the organization and employee also, because changing the employees quickly, it's not going to foster, है ना? Influence in the market. So when we talk about the influence, established organizations have a great goodwill influence in the market, shaping industry standards, consumer preference, and regulatory policy. Example definitely comes Apple or domestically Reliance. Okay. So this is all advantages. Let's give me a moment. I'll conclude the reading and then Hindi, and then move ahead with the significance. Economics of scale. Large organization can achieve economies of scale, reducing cost per unit through mass production. Bulk purchasing, optimized logistics. How optimized? Means bulk things are going with the means of transport and reducing cost per logistics. Enhanced communication. So structured communication channel. Structure means there is a framework channel within the organization, ensure the clear and efficient information flow, facilitate better decision making and the problem solving. Agree? Employee development. So definitely organization invest in training and development, enhancing the skill and capability of their workforce. This lead to the personal growth and increased job satisfaction. Last, market influence. Established organizations have a significant influence in the market, shaping industry standards, consumer preferences, and regulatory policies. So please give me a moment to conclude in Hindi, then we'll move on towards the significance and then the advanced learning. Okay? तो हमने जब अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के एडवांटेजेस के बारे में सोचना है, तो भाई हमें ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से फ़ायदा क्या होता है. तो जब भी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होती है उनसे बहुत फ़ायदे हैं. कैसे? उनका कॉस्ट पर यूनिट भी कम होता है, प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा करते हैं, ज़्यादा परचेज होती है, लॉजिस्टिक ज़्यादा होता है, तो ओवरऑल इकोनॉमिक स्केल वाइडन होता है. ठीक है. कम्युनिकेशन. तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को एडवांटेज कैसा मिलेगा? कम्युनिकेशन बढ़ जाएगा. अगर स्ट्रक्चर चैनल है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर, तो काफ़ी अच्छे से जो है इंफॉर्मेशन फ्लो करती है, एक अच्छा डिसीजन मेकिंग होता है, और कोई प्रॉब्लम होकर होती है तो वो सॉर्ट आउट हो जाती है इजीली. एम्प्लॉय का डेवलपमेंट अच्छा होता है, ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट होता है. ठीक है. एम्प्लॉय सेटिस्फाइड रहते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. ठीक है. तो एक तरीके से सोसाइटी सेटिस्फाइड है. मार्केट पे इन्फ्लुएंस रहता है जो कि कंज्यूमर की प्रेफरेंस को, लॉस को अफेक्ट करता है. सो ये एक ब्रीफ क्रैश है एडवांटेज ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का. कंटेंट आपको हिंदी में भी मिलेगा, आप उसे रीड करके अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हो, और कोई क्वेरी है तो पूछ सकते हो. नेक्स्ट इज सिग्निफिकेंस. ओके. सो सिग्निफिकेंस, when we talk about the organization, so obviously we come about the social impact. Okay. So organization, we already heard that Companies Act bring up some changes and bring the pictures of CSR, that is a corporate social responsibility. Hope you able to recall. Okay. So organizations try to contribute towards the social well-being through the CSR initiative, some sustainable practice, and corporate जो है community engagement. Okay. Then globalization. So globalization means MNCs that facilitate the global trade, cultural exchange, international cooperation, economic integration. So globalizations bring up a wide information. Okay. Next is technology. Technological advancement is very common that organizations drive towards technological progress by investing in research and innovations, leading to the new products, services, and improved standard of living. This thing brings up a new latest news. I came across one of the news. I was reading some of the articles. Every day I will prefer to read the news related to business and also that I can give you a good insight on the topics. So when we talk about the technological advancement, you have seen, if we talk about the Indian market, that we come up, we are saying that automotive car where the drivers are not needed, but our respected government department said that we are not going to invite those cars into the country because it's create a unemployment in the country. है So there is a technological advancement, but we have to balance as per the need of the economy. It's very important. So that's why I just ask you, just stay connected. What is going beyond or around your economy in the country, you should be updated with those informations. Okay. So technological advancement, obviously organization are fighting, and we have a car these days which don't need driver. Hope you know that. Okay, but we have to limit those advancement also. So you can see it has more advantage and disadvantages also. uh, because in the examination you are not examiner not always going to ask, okay, please explain me the significance of organization. Sometimes examiner may come up in front of you, say, okay, technological advancement is one of the significance of organizations, agreed, but don't you think it has an other areas of aspects, or what do you think? So you should be well prepared to share both pros and cons related. I hope you are getting what I want to convey. Okay. Next, the fourth point is economic stability. Okay, so we have stable and successful organizations will provide steady employment towards contribution towards the tax revenue and support the economical growth. So again, the picture of the old country company when we called ITC. Hope you learned about it. You can put that example, the oldest company. There are, but I'm giving that came into my mind about the ITC. Okay, I'm not talking about the products. I'm just focusing on related to the topic. Okay, so please give me a moment. Let's read the worksheet of the significance, and then we'll discuss in Hindi, and then I'll give you advanced info. Significance of organization, societal impact. Organization contribute to the societal well-being through corporate social responsibility, that is CSR initiative, sustainable practices, community engagement. Globalization. Multinational organizations, that is MNCs, facilitate global trade, cultural exchange, promoting international cooperation and economic integration. Next, technological advancement. Organization drive technological progress by investing in cutting-edge research and innovation, leading to the new product, services, and improved standard of living. Next, economic stability. Stable and successful organization provide steady employment, contribute to the tax revenue, and support economic stability and growth. Okay, so please give me a moment to conclude in Hindi. ओके सो हमारे जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की सिग्निफिकेंस है हम 4 पार्ट में पढ़ेंगे हमारे सेशन में, और भी हो सकते हैं, डिफरेंट भी हो सकते हैं, आपने बस अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखनी है अच्छी। एक तो ये सोसाइटल इम्पैक्ट, सोसाइटी पे इम्पैक्ट करता है किस तरीके से। CSR कंपनीज एक्ट में आपने पढ़ा होगा, जो इनिशिएटिव कंडक्ट करना मैंडेटरी है कंपनीज के लिए कुछ, तो उन्हें कंडक्ट करना ही करना है, अच्छे प्रैक्टिसेस करना है, कम्युनिटी में एंगेजमेंट करना है, ट्रेनिंग डेवलपमेंट, ये सोसाइटल पे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा होता है। ग्लोबलाइजेशन, मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज को आपने सुना होगा, तो ग्लोबल ट्रेड हो गया है, कल्चरल का एक्सचेंज हमने देखा है, ठीक है, इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन, इकोनॉमिक इंटीग्रेशन, ठीक है। तो एग्जाम्पल के तौर में हमारी बहुत सारी अभी जो कंपनीज हैं, आई एम नॉट नेमिंग एनी वन ऑफ इट एज ऑफ नाउ, बहुत सारे ऐसे कंपनीज हैं जो फीमेल को जो है अगर उन्होंने वर्क गैप किया है तो उन्हें रीअपॉइंट कर रही, उन्हें ट्रेन कर रही, उन्हें प्रिपेयर कर रही हैं, उनके इमोशनल एंड मेंटल वेलबींग को भी देखा जा रहा है साथ ही साथ, ठीक है। और ऐसी सारी कंपनीज हैं जिन्होंने ये टारगेट किया कि उन्होंने हर कल्चर के लोगों को ऑब्वियसली पार्टिसिपेट कराना है, मैन इक्वली टू ट्रांसजेंडर एंड द फीमेल्स ऑल्सो, है ना। सो यू कैन नेम द रीसेंट न्यूज़ व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन, ठीक है। टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट आता है, ये भी काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट सिग्निफिकेंट है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, जहाँ पर टेक्नोलॉजी में जो है प्रोग्रेस आता है, और कंपनीज जो है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो है, वो रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट पे, इनोवेशन पे काम करती है ताकि नए नए प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करें, नई सर्विसेज। अब आप देख रहे हैं, पहले हम कार जो है पेट्रोल और डीजल पे, फिर CNG आया, और अभी क्या है, हम इको कार पे शिफ्ट हो रहा है और धीरे धीरे एडवांस वर्जन पे जा रहे हैं। तो ऐसे और भी एरियाज हैं, इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर्स लेवल हैं जहाँ पे हम टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट देख रहे हैं जो हमारी स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ लिविंग को भी इम्प्रूव करते हैं। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट है हमारा इकोनॉमिकल स्टेबिलिटी। भाई जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पुराना है, स्टेबल है, सक्सेसफुल है, ये लगातार एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट तो इकोनॉमी में प्रोवाइड करता है, साथ से टैक्स के फॉर्म में रेवेन्यू देता है हमारी सरकार को और इकोनॉमिक में ग्रोथ लाता है। ठीक है, तो ये कुछ पॉइंट हैं जो मैंने आपको ऐसे सिग्निफिकेंस आपके साथ शेयर करे हैं। कुछ एडवांस पॉइंट मैं आपको डिस्कस करना चाहूँगी जो आपको बुक में मिल जाएंगे। ठीक है, ये जो पॉइंट्स रहने वाले हैं रिसर्च एनालिसिस वाले रहने थोड़े एडवांस लेवल के। तो when we talk about importance, need, advantage or significance of an organizations, you must be thinking, okay, these all are same. We must always think, but when we draw a thin line difference between them, we find the differences in them. Okay, but now I'm going to give you the compiled answer about this. Okay, so when we talk about, once again please, these important needs, it helps in the growth, helping in the growth of enterprise, optimum use of resource, it facilitates the management. Okay, it facilitates the management, definitely it brings up the creativity through innovations. Okay, it can act as a tool for achieving the objective, है ना? When we go and it's bring up the coordination topic, ठीक है, within the enterprise, remove the overlapping. ठीक है, these are specific to the organization level in nets. If you ask me which answer is right, both are correct at their respective place. I won't recommend because both are given by me only, so definitely I will try to give you the best possible answers. Okay, and I'll always suggest you to do answer writing practices in whichever exam you are writing. Okay, but only after understanding the complete points and reading the terminologies again and again, and have a command over those terminologies, so that if you write you should know that you have a possibility and open wide knowledge to write. Okay, सो आप देख सकते हैं हमारा कंटेंट जो है हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों मीडियम में अवेलेबल है। मैंने कुछ और ऐसे पॉइंट्स दे दिए आपको जो कंबाइंड हैं, बुक में कवर्ड है। आप हमसे ये पूछना चाहिए मैम कौन से पॉइंट सही है, दोनों ही इक्वली लाइकली इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। मैंने आपको दोनों पिक्चर्स दे दिए। कई बार आपके एग्जामिनेशन में इंपॉर्टेंस ही पूछ लिया जाता है और 20 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन होता है, और कई बार पार्ट्स में पूछा जाता है। तो आपको उस तरीके से एडवांटेज लिखना है, उतनी क्रिएटिविटी आपको आंसर राइटिंग से लानी होगी। अब बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट पूछते हैं मैम आंसर राइटिंग कब करें? भाई अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो बहुत ज़रूरी है। अंडरस्टैंड ही नहीं किया है तो लिख के क्या होगे? अंडरस्टैंड करना है, उसके बाद कुछ बार वर्ड्स को रीड करना है ताकि एक अच्छी स्ट्रॉन्ग वोकैबुलरी बने। जब ये दोनों स्टेप हो जाते हैं तब थर्ड स्टेप आता है हमारा आंसर राइटिंग का। उससे पहले आंसर राइटिंग का स्टेप नहीं आता है। तो अपना समय उस चीज़ों पे बर्बाद नहीं करें। आपने पढ़ा नहीं है, समझा नहीं है, चीज़ें माइंड में वोकैबुलरी नहीं है, तो क्या लिख के आओगे? दूसरा लिख रहा है तो आप लिख रहे हो, ऐसा मत करो। दूसरे की क्या प्लानिंग है और उसने क्या चीज़ की है वो आपके सामने ओपन बुक नहीं होगा। ये ट्रस्ट करिए आप मेरे ऊपर, आपने अपने ऊपर वर्क करना है। Understanding and reading multiple times. So I hope today's session is clear. In case of any doubt, feel free to ask in a comment section. Don't take with you. Okay. So see you in the next sessions to learn something new. Till then, take care. Bye bye and Jai Hind.